Greenland, a fortress of ice rising from the sea. For 4,500 years it's been claimed, coveted, and contested. Ancient Inuit survived here against impossible odds. Vikings tried to tame it. Superpowers fought secret battles beneath its frozen crust. And today, President Trump's renewed interest ignites a geopolitical firestorm. But why does every empire want this ice? Our story begins with the Saqqaq people, the first known settlers of Greenland, around 2500 BC. Braving the polar night without modern technology meant hunting seals with bone-tipped harpoons and crafting tools from driftwood and stone. Over centuries, the Dorset and Thule cultures followed, each adapting their own survival strategies. Where the Dorset mastered large sea mammals, the Thule introduced sophisticated dog-sled travel and robust hunting gear. In 985 AD, a cunning Viking exile named Erik the Red discovered this vast land. Marketing genius or desperate gamble, he named it Greenland to lure fellow Norsemen seeking a fresh start. For a time, the Viking colonies prospered, raising livestock, building churches, and even reaching North America under Leif Erikson. Yet by the 15th century, these Norse settlements vanished. Historians point to climate cooling, depleted soil, and isolation from European trade. Stranded and out of supplies, they likely starved or fled. Meanwhile, the Inuit adapted, gaining new territory while the once mighty Vikings left only ghostly ruins and unanswered questions. In 1721, Denmark formally staked its claim to Greenland. Led by missionary Hans Egede, the Danish crown justified its occupation as a mission to civilize and convert the Inuit population. Over time, Denmark established trade monopolies, suppressing Inuit culture while expanding its colonial grip. By the 19th century, Greenland was officially a Danish colony, tightly controlled and largely isolated from the outside world. For centuries, Danish rule ignored Greenland's unique identity, imposing foreign governance and exploiting its natural resources. Yet, despite systemic marginalization, Inuit traditions endured, waiting for a moment to reclaim their voice. Fast forward to World War II. With Denmark under Nazi occupation, the United States rushed in, establishing weather stations and airfields to outmaneuver German forces. Greenland's strategic position at the crossroads of the Arctic became a coveted military jewel. In 1946, President Truman offered Denmark $100 million for Greenland. The Danes refused, insisting the island wasn't for sale. But Washington still secured Thule Air Base, a keystone in Cold War defense. Thule bristled with radar towers and nuclear secrets, standing guard against the Soviet threat. Then came 1968, a US B-52 bomber carrying 4 hydrogen bombs hurtled into the ice near Thule. The Pentagon rushed to contain nuclear contamination, while Denmark and the US hushed details from the public. Radioactive particles seeped into the environment, fueling Greenlanders' outrage. Protests erupted. No nukes, no colony, and the call for self-rule grew deafening. By 1979, Greenland won home rule, taking the first major step toward autonomy, yet full independence remained elusive. Denmark still controlled crucial policies. The scars of secrecy and forced relocations lingered, shaping Greenland's caution toward foreign powers. A new kind of gold rush dawned in the 21st century. Climate change melts Greenland's ice, uncovering rare earth minerals, vital for smartphones, electric cars, and military tech. Suddenly, global powers scramble for a stake. China invests in Arctic mining projects, eyeing a supply chain free from Western control. Russia bolsters its Arctic fleet, forging new shipping routes. As Arctic ice continues to shrink at an alarming rate, scientists warn that the region could be ice-free in summer within decades. This unprecedented transformation is not just an environmental crisis, but a geopolitical shift. Melting ice opens new trade routes, cutting shipping distances between Asia and Europe by thousands of miles. It also unveils untapped reserves of oil, gas, and rare minerals, fueling a new era of competition in one of the world's last frontiers. The US expands deals to safeguard strategic resources. For Greenlanders, these minerals promise economic independence, but threaten ecological catastrophe. In 2021, an Inuit-led government halted a major rare earth mine, citing cultural preservation and environmental risks. From ancient hunters to Viking explorers, from Cold War secrets to modern superpower showdowns, Greenland has witnessed the rise and fall of conquerors for over 4 millennia. Now, as the Arctic melts, a new power struggle begins.